Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode here, Spads YouTube. My name is Spads, and today is a review video of the bag right here. This is the Bugaboo Zoya 10 liters assault slash running pack. Now, if you are looking for an assault pack, a day pack, or a small pack to put your things when you are hiking on top of your regular bags, then this is the video for you. For this bag, we are going to talk about the pocket system that it has, the main chamber system, and the features inside the bag. We are also going to talk about the build quality and the materials that it's made of, and we are going to discuss the feel of the bag when you are putting it on, with of course the gears that you're gonna put inside the bag. Does it feel comfortable? Does it bother you when you are hiking or trekking? And of course, on top of that, and the most important thing is, will it hold all the gears that we are gonna put on the bag, whether it's for an assault on the summit or for a regular day hike? We are gonna be discussing all of those things inside this video, so make sure that you are tuned in at the end to get all the details about this bag. But before we proceed, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and then follow my social media accounts. Hit the like and then share so you can help me and my channel grow. Let's go. So first off, we're gonna discuss the look of the bag. Right now, all the gears are inside the bag so that I can show you how it looks like in actual format. So this is all the gears that I need right here for a normal day hike and for an assault to the summit. Now, I'm gonna be taking off all the gears right here so I can discuss to you all the pocket system, the features, and everything about the bag. So this is what the bag looks like without the things inside of the bag. So first and foremost, this bag has a 9-pocket system. 2 big compartments for your water bladder and everything else. Small pockets, you have 7 small pockets on the sides and on the back, and 1 kangaroo pocket on the front right here. On the bladder compartment of the bag, this one has clips for your water bladder. So that's pretty much standard to all running or assault packs nowadays. Now let's move on to the second compartment, which is for your other things. Mainly for me, this is where I'm gonna put the drones or the camera gears that I'm gonna use for that hike. It's pretty much standard. It has a lot of space. It can actually hold a Mini 4 Pro. That includes the 3 batteries, the drone, and then the RC or the remote control unit. I'm gonna show that to you later on how it looks like when I'm gonna put everything in the bag. Okay, on the very front we have a kangaroo pocket. That's what I call it. I don't know what it's called but that's usually what I call it. It has clips on the sides right here. Ayan, may dalawang clip siya. So usually what I put here are snacks and then my raincoat. So that's the kangaroo pocket right there. At the sides, we have small pockets here as well, right here. This pocket right here can't hold a water container if you're gonna opt in for a water container instead of the bladder. So you have 2 extra pockets on the side. It has actually straps on your shoulders right here. It's actually a little bit on the back end of the bag, not literally on your shoulders. The straps are quite on the back. That's for your walking sticks or pole sticks or running sticks, whatever you call it. So I'm gonna show that to you later when I'm gonna put everything on the back. Okay, now let's go ahead and switch it over on the front. Now on the front we have the mandatory shoulder pockets right here, 2 of them. These pockets are mostly used for those foldable water bottles. But for me, I'm not using the foldable water bottles. This will be my main pockets for my cell phone and my camera. Just below that, you have another set of pockets right here. I'm usually just gonna put a little bit of snacks or something candy just so that I can easily reach it out whenever I'm walking in the trail. So that's it for the pockets. We have a total of 9 pocket system for the bag, 2 for the main chambers, 1 for the big kangaroo pocket, and then 6 small pockets on the front and on the back. Now the build quality of the bag, you can see almost the usual materials that they're using right now for running or assault packs. It has a mesh part on the shoulders all the way to the sides right here. This is like a stretchable cloth or material for the kangaroo and on the side pockets, including the shoulder and the mini pockets on the sides. Those are stretchable materials. The main compartments of the bag, these are not stretchable. I'm not sure what these materials are made of. I'm gonna put it in the screen right here, but these are water resistant materials because I can definitely see there are waterproofing coatings on the inside right here, so that's a good thing. But we are not gonna be confident or put all our trust in that coating. Now on top of that, the back also is a mesh type screen, which is the separated material between your water bladder and then your bag. Now I know that this bag is for an assault or a running bag, so it doesn't have any protection for your back like a foam or a separation or something that can prevent from your things on hitting your back. But it's a plus if you can find a bag that has that. So this one, it doesn't have that. This is a direct mesh layer to the water bladder compartment. The zippers are not that special. This is our cheap zippers. This is not waterproof or water resistant zippers as well. For the clips, these are low quality clips as well. Okay, so that's pretty much the build quality or materials used for the bag. Now this bag doesn't have sizes to it, so it's a one size fits all bag. This is for the Asian size. I'm a 5'4" guy and this fits me perfectly. Now if you are bigger than me, then this bag might be a little bit smaller for you, so take that in mind. Now it's time to put on everything on the bag on how it looks like, so that we can determine if all of the things that we need for an assault to the summit or for a normal day hike will fit all in this bag. So this is the first thing that we're gonna put in the bag. This goes into the water bladder compartment. So right here. Okay. Now this is 1.5 liter. The water bladder compartment fits up to 2.5 liters, and top, as you can see, pretty much just slides in. It has clips right here to hold it up, so we're gonna use that. This bag also has a slot here where you're gonna put the water hose. So lalagay natin dyan. This goes in. Okay, we're gonna zip that close right there. Now next thing is the drone, which is one of the important things that we're gonna put. We need to unclip the kangaroo pouch first. Open that up. So basically it does fit everything, but you have to arrange everything so that everything goes in. So first is the controller, and then of course the drone, and last is the battery. Okay. It has pretty much a couple of more rooms on the side, but we are gonna leave it right there. That way it has enough wiggle room if all the things inside are moving when we are trekking. Okay, so next is our snack or our lunch. Basically, this is what it looks like. Pretty much the same size of what our packed lunch will look like. Most of the time, syempre Jollibee lang tayo kapag packed lunch. Pag snack, eto lang. This is a high energy bar. It's a high packed bar with everything in it. So, I'm gonna put it on the bottom right there. Nakikita nyo. Yan siya. Okay. Syempre, on the top, we are gonna be putting the raincoat. I seldom use this during the trek, but I don't want to go without it because sometimes whenever you're on top of the mountain, weather changes dramatically and we want to avoid hypothermia when we're up there. So it's better to go prepared than nothing at all. Usually what I do is I hook it on the top with a carabiner and then extra support for the kangaroo pouch. Right there. Then clip. Medyo may sumusobra lang na konti sa taas, but it's already secured. The one thing that we don't like is something that's hanging on your bag, and then when you walk, it's like dangling. We don't want that. This is enough. Next up is our power bank. Right here. Goes on the side. Okay. There we go. This is a stretchable material. It has a small opening, but you can stretch it, and then once these things goes inside, it holds it pretty secure. Now on the other side, I have my first aid kit, which goes in as well. Okay. Right there. Pretty much secure. It's waterproof. I can easily take it out whenever I need it. Pretty much easy. I'm gonna put this where you're gonna put your walking poles or walking sticks. Kasi that way I can show to you how it looks like. Okay? So ayan. So we're gonna put it here. Ayan. And then on the other end, then we're gonna tighten that. Ayan. So ganyan yung itsura niya. We still have 4 pockets still on the front, which I'm gonna use for my mobile phone. If ever I'm gonna be bringing a two-way radio, I can put it on the other side as well. So pretty much convenient. Everything goes in. This is pretty much the things that I will be using on a day hike, or pretty much like 50% of here is what I'm gonna use during an assault to the summit. So last but not least, how does it feel when you are wearing the bag? Well, one, it's kind of tight since that the water bladder is actually compressing on your back when it's full. That way it's quite tight. Pero syempre we have these clips on the front. I didn't discuss earlier. This clips adjusts to how tight the bag is, and at the same time sa sides meron din siyang adjustable straps. Whenever it's tight, I just untighten the front clips, and on the side, whenever na ubos na yung tubig on the back, I can tighten everything up. So that's pretty much it for the Bogobo Zoya 10 liters assault running pack. If you are interested in buying this, I'm gonna put the link in the description where I bought it. Basically from 900, I got it around down to 700 with a discount. It's pretty much really cheap for an assault bag with all of the pockets. This is the first bag that I came across that has 9 pockets actually. All the other bags have minimal pockets, very small compartments. Doesn't have the full pocket system on the shoulders with 2 extra pockets. Usually the ones that you see are actually 2 shoulder pads, or sometimes it doesn't have, sometimes it has, but they are really small. This one, the phone that I have, Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, it fits really well. That's a good thing because, you know, you don't want things falling out of the pockets whenever you are trekking or climbing. So that's it for this video. I hope you got all the information that you need for this bag or for a general bag that you're looking for. Now, I haven't tested this on a real world review. I'm gonna be, so tune in for that video. Now, once the video comes out, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell button so you'll get notified every time I upload a new video or upload the follow-up review of this bag. So ride safe, travel more. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.